So, you finally bought a prototype and are looking for the next goal? The optimal choice is something around 100 million. But what's better? Triple E, Mark V or Striker? Or let's start with what we already have. The prototype provides great income, especially on the northern isles between Midway and Wilmington ports. Each trip gives you 4.8 million and you need to refuel only after 2 trips. In total, you can earn about 14 million in 60 minutes, but since each road takes a bit more than 20, your actual income per hour might be lower. Now we have information to compare. Triple E. The Triple E costs 110 million for a new one, or 75 million for a used version. Its common route is from Norfolk Port to Wilmington, with the pit stop at Ocean Fall Port. A reserved trip is also an option. After 57 minutes I arrived at Wilmington. Unfortunately I forgot to start the recording, but I found same cargo for Norfolk, so let's count that as our profit. So each trip earns 18 million, with 700,000 spent on fuel. The total trip takes 57 minutes, which means you make 17.3 million per hour. Mark V. The Mark V costs 109 million in stock or 75 million on the used market. It can also travel from Wilmington to Norfolk, but it isn't a very profitable road for that ship. The best option for the Mark V is the road from Wilmington to Midway. I managed 2 trips in 54 minutes and earned 70 million. Fuel costs were 600,000. In my opinion, comparing the Mark V and the Triple E is pointless, because they are nearly the same. By the way, Triple E isn't very profitable all of the time, so they are even closer to each other on average. Striker class. Just a few months ago, the Striker class was added to the game. It costs 87 million as new and 70 million or sometimes less on the trade hub. This, the smallest ship in the video, has 3 impressive features. It's easy to turn, it can complete 4 trips on a single fuel tank, and you can deliver cargo in just 17 minutes. One trip earns 6.2 million, you can complete 3 trips and earn over 17 million. Plus you will still have time for an extra road. Fuel costs are only 400,000. The only disadvantage is that you can't go AFK for too long. If that doesn't bother you, the Striker is the best ship in the 100 million range. But in general, they are very close to each other, so you can choose just whatever you want. Ships like Q-Max, Goliath and Ore Carrier aren't worth discussing because they are too expensive or perform worse than the Mark V or Triple E. Now you're ready to grind for a Vanguard and maximize your profit in the game. Let me know in the comments which ship is your favorite. Thank you for watching.